Welcome back, all you big red lovers. It's DeMont coming at you again. Today we're going to follow up on the second version of this, the Castx, and now we have the Castx Z, or some regions it's called Castx 2, Castx 2, yeah. But okay, this reel has been really good. I've been using it here and there, not all the time. When I get a chance to. But let's take a look at the Castx 2, Castx Z, whatever you want to call it. All right. In honesty, I've had this reel here for about 2 weeks. I've been so busy doing all kinds of other crap. Like right now, I've got my arms are all bruised up from moving subwoofer boxes upstairs. Just a bunch of dumb crap. So let's see. Right away, we can see they changed the cosmetics a little bit. Then you get the Chinese SEASIR paper. Well, this has some stuff in English. Look at that. First combination of fishing reel and rod. Okay. That's funny. All right, so what you get in the reel. Let's look at the box first, see if it's carbon fiber. Okay. Product parameters. That's the name, it says. Yeah, focus, and there it goes. Focus somewhat. Gear ratio 7:3 to 1. SEASIR bearing 6+1. Max drag 9 kilograms, so about 20 pounds. 2.5 PE, 140 meters. Then you can kind of see this drag clicker. Okay, so let's take a look at the reel ourselves here. Wow. Y'all hear that? Very geary sounding. I don't know if it's got the orange bearings. Let's look and see. It does have orange bearings, so there you go. That's like a trademark sound of orange bearings. I know that. Okay, so we have 9 buttons in this one. Let's just get the other one. Where else did it at? I just had it in my hand. All right, so let's see. No, this is not it. What am I doing? I just had the dang thing in my hand. See, guys, getting old sucks. Here we go. That reel just looks too much like this one. All right, so this one has not the iron orange. Has still the same 9 little buttons. The brake in this is actually really good for what you're getting. Same 6+1, 8.5 kilograms of drag in this one. Does have a drag clicker. Spool tension clicks. It does have the cone line guide, as you can see. So let's go through here. Let me close the side. I'll go over a couple things real quick before I go into a little further. Look at I like the kind of like matte black or matte gray, whatever you want to call this color. I do like the orange gold accents. If I'm not mistaken, I think this came with 2 spools. I haven't got my box out for the old one. I can't remember. It might not have. That does feel substantially geary. That feels more than just the orange bearings. Does have a spool clicker. I'm hoping the rain on the roof of my building doesn't drown out everything. It still has a conical line guide. It's a little more oval than it is round like it was on this one. You guys can see that. It's a little more oval. It actually looks a little bit bigger, a little bit taller anyway. It's definitely be better if I made it wider, but anyway. A little bit of play in the thumb bar before he goes down. I guess they're both kind of like that. The drag was locked all the way down. Okay. Does have a drag clicker. If you got this thing locked down like 19, 20 pounds of drag, that's kind of, I wouldn't expect you to be hearing that much drag clicker. All right, so same dial as that one. They kept it pretty much the same. Okay, so it is kind of carbon fiber frame. It has a little bit of play to it. It does feel stronger than this one. This one I can pull the nose all the way off, if you can see. And I've already pulled the nose off quite a few times and had to put it back on. But this one seems like they addressed it. It's got one solid piece here now. And I know I told them about that the last time when they made this reel and also the Mega Cuda. And there's a couple other reels that are kind of like this as well. I think they started addressing it. I have the reel sitting here. One second. There it is. They started addressing it with this one, the M1. As you can see, it's one solid piece here going down. But this is an aluminum frame, so this is not really a good comparison. This is what they consider their higher end reel. And this is actually a really good reel. I really like the M1s. I've got quite a few of them. Set that back to the side. Okay, let's get some specs on this real quick. I do like to have that the magnets are kind of like the shielded black color on them now. Some people, some companies just use a little sticker. This doesn't seem to be a sticker. If it is, I'm not pulling it off on my thumb. Let's see what kind of free spool we get real quick. Hold on a second before I do that. Well, that spool tension knob's locked all the way down. Okay, so there we go. Really? With orange seals, that's all the spin we get? Dang, that's not very much. Where's my drag? Okay, man, turn this down. It's better, but not that much better. Dang. Yeah, that's how I would set it up as far as like the side to side. That's exactly how I would set it up. All right, so let's now that I've like unlocked down the drag, it's a lot smoother feeling. A lot smoother feeling. I mean, a lot smoother feeling. Okay. Let's get some weights and stuff on this real quick. All right. My handy dandy 2-scale system here. All right, so 6.5. I mean, this reel is like a $30 reel or something like that. Not bad at all. If you remember correctly, when I first done the review of this reel here, I named it probably my all-purpose budget reel. All right, so I'm hoping this reel kind of can live up to that, but I haven't had a chance to use it yet. I do like some of the refinements they've done. Some of the stuff is not making full sense yet to me. Let's take out the spool. I see the culprit why it's not spinning good. Look at that blue grease on it. That thing is just coated down with blue grease. Okay, so what does this spool weigh? The spool weighs 13.04 grams. So roughly 12.6 grams without the bearing. Dang, look at that, all that blue grease. That thing is coated with it. Let me look inside here. Yep, you can see down the side there. Wow, that's that whole thing is coated with that blue grease. Good grief. I would have to take a bunch of Q-tips before I really give this thing. I mean, look at my fingers, it's coated in blue grease. I would have to take the Q-tips to this thing for a while and really clean it. One thing I'm noticing right now is this would, well, let's see how this fits on top of here. Does it fill in? Not really. Okay, it does a little bit. There's still a pretty good gap. I wouldn't really try to go super light line with this. Probably 10 pound would be as low as I would go with it. Just because there's a big gap right here. And I don't want line to jump over the spool. It does get filled in a little bit with this. So I'm not really sure if it would actually go all the way behind the spool. But that's one thing I've noticed with these CDM reels. Anytime they have that gap, you don't want to try to go ultralight line. And this is probably not going to be an ultralight line reel anyway in the first place. Wow, me taking that spool out and putting it back in has made it even more smoother. Wow. That's pretty crazy. So, still using pretty much the same kind of handle. Looks a little bit nicer. Handle looks a little bit longer. Strike that, it's not. It's, well, why have I got a Castx handle on here? When did I do that? It might have been, I might have broke, I think I remember now. I think this handle got broken when I was out fishing the bank. And I had to put this new hand, I had to put the Castx handle on here. I think that's what happened with that. Right now you hear that little whistling it's doing. That's mainly because the line's just really full in here. I'm pretty sure this is 15 pound red label. And it has jumped aside. See, look there. That's what I'm talking about. See it right there? See it? That's what these CDM reels love to do for some reason. But I don't think it's 15. I think it's now I think it's 12. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 12. It's been a little while since I used this reel. There, that whistling sound's gone away because the line's not in there no more. But I did enjoy using the reel when I was using it. I was using it for bank fishing. Most of my bank fishing now is done with the tender shoot. I've got, well, the other version of tender shoot called King Kong. I've got, I think, 5 of those. 5 of those, and I've been using Pure Lure seeding rods. I've got quite a few of those. That's ones I bring with me on my bank fishing. I break them down and keep them in the car. I've noticed per the money. Well, I got one of the combos right behind me. Hold a second. Sorry, I've got one of my swim bait rods decided to interact with it, but I have got this rod from 5'6" to 7'1", the seating, with this tender shoot reel. Of course, this is the King Kong version, the Lure Killer King Kong. It's the same reel. It does the same thing, same performance, same everything. I have used I've changed out the handles. This is the High Star. I forget what the High Star handle is, but what's called. I really like this handle. The rods have Fuji SIC guides. The rods are super sensitive. I mean, for what you're paying for, like, this is, you almost can't beat it. That's just, in my opinion, you almost can't beat the dang thing. For as a bank fishing combo, the 2-piece rod. Whoops, sorry about that. Sorry, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and list this down below where you can get this the SEASIR Cast XZ. Cast XZ, that's what I meant to say. Cast XZ, not Cast King. I'll leave that down below. I think right now they have it on sale at AliExpress, but you guys have to understand there's also probably gonna be some tariffs going into play pretty soon as well. Don't know what that's gonna entail for us guys who like getting shit from AliExpress. I'm hoping it's not gonna mean too much pretty soon, but it seems like they all got kind of postponed, or, well, he said there was gonna be lots of tariffs, and then he basically now is saying he's got them to agree to his stuff or whatever, and now he's pausing the tariffs. But the tariffs were supposed to be originally what's going to make our national debt go to zero. I don't know. I just know tariffs is always a bad thing. This little crawl bait that I get from AliExpress on this little wobbling net head from VMC, that right there is straight up money if you ever want to throw this little guy. He's got some dirt on from last time I used him at the creek. When I put him back together, it didn't get back on right. Anyway, let's line him back up right in the middle. There we go. And that little guy right there, he'll sit, I drag him on the bottom, and it sits like that right there. Because this is made with a Last Tech. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. If you have any questions about anything you've seen on here, like I said, I'll leave that Castx down below so you can get you one. Just let me know. I'll be glad to answer them for you. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and get subscribed to the channel. And if you like this kind of stuff, give me a thumbs up if you want to. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Till then, y'all stay safe, tight lines.